The political opposition stayed the protest outside the Arthur Chung Conference Centre this morning. Opposition leader Aubrey Norton, who was in the protest line, said that the opposition took the decision not to attend Parliament, which was scheduled to be addressed by President Irfaan Ali. He said that Guyana is facing a crisis.
This morning, we are here to put on record our decision not to attend today's parliamentary sitting, at which the installed president of Guyana will speak. Our public demonstration is intended to re-emphasize that Guyana remains in crisis, a crisis in parliamentary democracy, a crisis in local government affairs, a crisis in political relations, a corruption crisis, a transparency and accountability crisis, a law enforcement crisis, and a crisis in terms of the high cost of living and poor quality of life experienced daily by most Guyanese citizens.
The members of parliament were all outside the chambers protesting. Norton said that despite the oil wealth, a substantial segment of the population lives in poverty.
We will not lose sight of the fact that the entire Guyanese population, in particular the 50% and more who voted for us at the 2020 general regional elections, continue to look to us to represent their concerns and interests, to defend their rights and freedoms, to restrain the PPP from its excessive and self-centeredness, and to present an alternative vision of development with people at the center rather than support the PPP cronyism and wealth to their families, friends, and favorite approach.
He said that in 2022, Member of Parliament Annette Ferguson submitted a motion on the high cost of living. Speaker of the House Manzoor Nadir disallowed the motion. Many of the parliamentary committees haven't met since the PPP returned to office. One such is the National Security Committee.
Shadow Minister Mr. Kemraj Ramjitan is on record appealing to the government for meetings to facilitate discussions and recommendations on these critical national issues. The government itself is complicit in crime and corruption.
Norton also pointed to the discrimination, especially against the various local government areas controlled by APNU.
Region 10, at the regional level, the APNU AFC, got councils in Region 10, 7, and 4. If you look at what they do, they continuously cut the budget. They underfund or refuse to fund the Georgetown City Council. They underfund or refuse to fund New Amsterdam. They do the same thing to Linden. And so it is the government approach of cutting those budgets to achieve the narrow objective that would have caused that. But that wouldn't be a problem for them because they will see this. They are a transactionalist government. Nothing to do with people. The better the transaction, the better for them.
Members of Parliament, joined by people from all walks of life, marched and chanted various slogans. They lined both sides of the railway embankment, forcing a halt to traffic. And the protest continued unabated during the parliamentary sitting.
People's Progressive Party.